Morning everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video of last week at GM. So today we've got something special and I'm only going to get one guy to do this to give you all the information you need. I think the man for the job is going to be Haggy. So he's going to tell you a little bit of a history, a little bit about something we're going to show you. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but this is going to go to the Haggy. See you later guys.
So yeah, before I start my segment, Jürgen here has got something very special. I don't know if you can see there. But what is this? Something for the BMW guys, isn't it?
Oh, something for the BMW guys, a bit special. So we'll have to stay tuned and see what's going on with this.
So give us a sneak peek.
Nah,
So you're
Haggy, I'll catch you in a bit.
Take care.
Don't forget, show them what you've got to show them.
I will do. So yes, so now finally on to the segment which we've been talking about. Well, I mean, this car doesn't need any sort of introduction. People know what it is, people know what it's about, but I'm a big advocate at the minute about this generation, this series, Skyline, which I still think at this point now it is worthwhile investing in because they still haven't reached their full potential. So yeah, so I think this is definitely for somebody who wants to sort of put a car away, you know, sit on it 5-10 years and then obviously reap the reward when that time comes. But arguably the best colour combination, the correct series with the correct modification, so there's some vital points there which makes this car a very, very desirable motor. And there it is in all its glory, which is an R33 GTR Series 3 in LP2, which is midnight purple, which is the colour to have. This is imported a few years ago by Jürgen through Global Auto, and it was a one-owner car back then, fully original car. The owner since then has only done 4,000 kilometres, a mature gentleman, so the car's been very well maintained, stacks of history as well with this car, which is important to see. So yeah, so let's have a walk around, have a chat about the spec, what's included, and all the finer details. And yes, this is a genuine V-spec car as well, the Series 3, like I mentioned before. But this badge here very much gives it away. So if you know about your tuning, this is a very, very important sticker there. So yes, we'll start off at the back end here, and as you can see there, it's got HKS Silent Power 4.9 exhaust, accompanied with the HKS Sports Cat, the most infamous work S1 wheels as well, the two-piece. Suspension is HKS coilovers, and I do believe if you know about these, you'll know how rare these are. So these are the HKS coilovers which GTR magazine done a limited run with. I don't know the exact specs on spring rates and such like that, but they were definitely a limited run product, which for a lot of the collectors now can be very, very valuable. So yeah, completely original, bar them two things there in the back. Obviously Series 3 with the later tail lights. Yeah, just in awe of this colour, one of the nicest colours of this sort of generation as well. And then we'll move on to the inside. So next we go on the interior, which is very much period correct. This car hasn't been prepped, by the way, so this has to go to our workshop, detailing, all that good sort of stuff, all our checks. So this is car as it has been delivered, but the condition shows for itself, to be honest with you. So yeah, so it's a lot of custom Robson interior parts here with the seats. The backs are also done. Also a Club Sport-esque 4-point cage, so it's not too intrusive as well, so you can still use it, you know, and stuff like that. Original wheel, obviously Power FC, and even down to the boost controller, the AVCR, very much of the time period, but this is pretty much an untouched example from back then, which is really, really cool to see. And it's only covered 8,000 kilometers, which is next to nothing for something like this. So yeah, a really cool interior, very classy, not too over the top, which is what I like to see. There's all the custom carbon Robson surrounds there. Also note, a lot of these 33s now, this centre dash here is notorious for sort of going not porous, but you know, sort of bad over the time, obviously weather and sunlight affects them, but this is in really nice condition, which is nice to see as well. Now it's onto the business end. Before I get onto a lot of the HKS products, I will say that the owner is put on a dress-up kit, so you've got the carbon there with the polished rock covers as well, and also the fuse box and the washer bottle there. It's also got the chrome with this cooling panel here, so keeping it very much period correct. But yeah, so this is now onto the heart of the car, and this is a HKS technical factory built car. This is not, you know, part of being bought and being built by a different shop. This is being through HKS itself, and the original receipt was for just over 2 million yen. So back in the day, that was a lot of money for all this work to be done, which obviously shows in its spec. So yeah, so obviously on the turbo side, GTSS HKS turbos with HKS actuators, the HKS special boost piping as well, which I have not seen for a long while. Obviously you've got the HKS mushrooms there, you know, that's what you expect to see. This is a step 1 as well, so it's a 256 cams in it with all the pulleys, so more of a streetable sort of spec car, which is, you know, you can use it, you can take it to shows, where a lot of the step 2, step 3s are a bit more aggressive unless you run like a V-cam setup. But yeah, so just nice gains from that. It helps the head breathe a bit better. But yeah, HKS obviously radiator, HKS intercooler hiding behind there as well. 600cc HKS injectors, HKS oil cooler kit, which is hiding behind the bumper as well. So yeah, so it's got a lot of HKS goodies as you'd expect. That is a Nismo fuel regulator as well, adjustable one. So yeah, so it has all the right hallmarks for somebody who wants a genuine HKS car with all the period correct goodies. It is on a Power FC as well. It's all been tuned and checked by us. What a good addition to this car would be is a nice Cyvex, something a bit more up to date, has the safety features, but you know, this car has been built for sort of many years, and the tunes, you know, all been done correct, which shows in how well it's going and running. I've driven this car and it drives phenomenally well. Gets all the looks. Obviously you got the Series 3 Xenons as well, which these now are so expensive, and they are crystal clear as well, which is nice to see, because usually with the Japanese sunlight, these plastics here do 9 times out of 10 sun bleach. It's also got a HKS twin plate clutch in it, just obviously handle a bit more of the power as well, so has all the good stuff. I think it's a GD Max as well, so it's see again, it's of the early sort of 2000s parts, but we still use it today, which is nice to see. Let's have a look down here. So I believe it's got N1 water pump as well, which I did spy before there. It's got a HKS obviously belt and all the good tensioners. So yeah, so a pretty much well set up, usable street car in the correct colour, in the correct sort of year as well. So if you're looking for an investment, these are good money at the minute, but I still firmly believe that these Series 3 have got a lot more to go, and ignore my ignorance, but I'm very sort of confident in that. This is the history file, which has got a lot of receipts. There's the invoice there. There it is there. That's the cost of all these parts here. So yeah, so just to summarise over the full car, which I've mentioned there, this is now a chance for somebody to, you know, who's either in the market or looking for a perfect example of a future investment. You know, we do get a lot of requests for these cars now, and I do know firsthand that something similar to this, with the provenance, the mods, the condition of the car, the mileage, the fact that it's a non-accident car, a one-owner car in Japan, something similar to this now in Japan, to be landed here in the UK, is 60 grand plus. So this could be a perfect chance for somebody to buy this car, use it, enjoy it, look after it, and still return a very healthy investment in the future. So as I mentioned before, do not sleep on these R33s, especially the Series 3. That's the one that everybody wants. This is LP2, this is Midnight Purple. It's got all the correct mods for somebody to enjoy for fast roads, for just taking the car shows, appreciating it for what it is, and finally I think these 33s are now getting the love that they always deserved back in the day. And on that note, I'll pass it over to Chris or Jürgen, who's going to follow up and do all the workshop jobs and what's happening in the workshops in dyno. So I will see you guys and girls later on.
Right, in the workshop, the first guy I'm going to catch up with is Kyle. Kyle is working on Tango. So more upgrades for Tango, Kyle?
Yeah, so we're just fitting some hard race top adjustable arms for the camber.
Yeah.
Get them in, and then we're going to get his tracking all dialed in, ready for using on the street.
Lovely stuff. I believe he's doing something with the exhaust as well.
He is,
that?
yes. He has now gone on to dumps.
Yeah.
And we're making a nice bracket on the back as well, so you can keep
Just
your tips and
so
everything
it's got
as
like
well.
fake tailpipes, like
Yeah.
a more modern kind of one of them little cars.
Yeah.
But give you a little look underneath. I think they have fitted the dump pipes. So this here, if we're going to be able to see it on the camera, yeah, this is now how his exhaust exits. Hammered. I think you're mad if you want to drive this on the street like that, but fair play. I'm sure it'll be fun. Come out from under here now. So the guys, Rendog's is on making a bracket, just so it still has the tailpipes filling the holes in the rear bumper, just so it doesn't look sort of too bare. And that thing is going to be even louder than it was before. Let's see who we can catch up with next. Right, so next I've got young Matty Gay. Matty, what are you working on today, mate?
I've got this blue R35 in.
Yeah,
It's
I think it's
broke its front diff.
It
and
did.
It's now got a billet case, which looks lovely, and a billet side housing on it.
pretty much impossible to show on the camera, but the front
Aye.
diff did get broken on this. And you're also doing an engine oil change, aren't you?
Engine oil filter. It
Yeah.
also got a wave track installed as
in
well.
that front diff.
In that front
Yeah,
diff.
it's a very nice car. This built a number of years ago by GM. Runs a 9.5 second quarter mile, and unfortunately the front diff gave out when the customer was doing some rolling anti-lag on a slippery country road. So he's taken the opportunity to upgrade it, gone billet, and like you say, wave track.
Wave track.
So yeah, so this one will be back together and ready for road testing soon. Let's go and see what Matt B's up to. I've decided not to bother Matt because he is busy with something at the minute in the engine room. So I've come through to the middle unit. We've got Rendog in the driver's seat of Trevor's car, and we've got Rich here.
All right.
Rich has been fitting new front and rear disc and pads. Is it Breda brake lines we're fitting on, or we're certainly fitting a brake block?
New brake lines on the back.
Yeah.
BC coilovers.
Yes.
And that's pretty much
And then just at the point now we're bleeding the brakes.
Yeah, we're
so that's
bleeding
what
the
Rendog's doing. Rendog's giving him a hand.
Yeah, I'm pressing the pedal.
Pressing the pedal.
I'm doing the pumping on the brakes.
Rendog's the wheel man,
Yeah.
as we all know from his go-karting. A couple of weeks' time, he's got the final of the Euro Car Parts
Grand final, yeah.
national final.
Grand final.
So yeah, good luck with that, Rendog.
Thanks, mate.
So he's getting plenty of seat time. But this car's a beauty. Like Rich says, BC Racing coilovers on there, brand new rear disc pads, handbrake shoes, new front disc and pads on the front as well. So lovely car, and we'll soon be back with the customer. Cheers, lads. Right, a little bit later than expected. It's actually Thursday morning. I've caught up with Matt because I have an early finish last night, and Matt was busy.
Yeah.
So Matt, this is Nathan's engine.
Yeah, so it's finished off now.
Yeah, buttoned up.
Everything done.
Lovely stuff.
It fought us a little bit with the new dry sum kit, but
Yeah.
other than that, it was.
It's gone
it's
together
got some-
well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got some Watten parts in it as well.
Yeah,
so,
so it's a big spec, this one. Definitely capable of over 2,000 horsepower. So the next job is get that out the engine room and start installing it in Nathan's car.
yeah, definitely.
The
That'll go to
other
Kyle.
next job, so yeah, Kyle's going to start doing that, the assembly of that one, is the Porsche motor. So another one we've been looking forward to getting into. This one's already built, been built elsewhere.
Yeah, and now it's time to strip it down and make it do more horsepower. basically.
Make more horsepower and find out what went wrong the first time around
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
So another one we're very interested to get into, so Matt's about to start stripping that.
Yeah.
So yeah, next week we might or should have a
Yeah, should have a
more
video
of
of
an
this
update.
all stripped down and
Yeah.
see what's actually gone wrong with it.
very interesting stuff. Excellent, mate. Thank you very much.
No
I'll let
worries.
you crack on, and I'll get Jürgen to finish up the video.
Right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Quite a bit of mixed up video as well. Obviously, Haggy showing you the R33 GTR, and Chris giving you an update on the workshop. So really busy at the minute. Looking forward to RACEWARS as well. So if you want to go to RACEWARS, don't forget www.jm-racewars.co.uk. Big Hag there in the back. Doing these usual deals with the imports as always. But yeah, so don't forget about RACEWARS. I hope you liked the video. Well, please subscribe, share, like, comment, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. See you later.